Cool. Let me share my desktop. Can you see the Canvas screen now?
Yes. Yep. Now we can see.
Cool. So before I start getting into anything about what I do, so I'm going to talk about what I do for my videos, right? And hopefully you get some idea of how you can start building your, videos and things like that, right? So first thing first, what I'm going to talk about is we've been learning a lot of processes, right? We've been learning a lot of processes in this particular training or in this mentorship program. And I believe that I've been following the processes very religiously. So if you're struggling with questions like, what should I talk in a video, or how should I create the videos? Like, is my background correct? Or what should I do if I, make a mistake? Should I record it again? How many times you must have done that, right? Stop it, again record it, stop it, you made a mistake, again record it, and that takes a lot of time. Sometimes you don't know what to speak about it, right? You have everything in your mind, but you don't know how to speak about it. You don't know where to look in the camera. You don't know what exactly, you need to say, how you need to be on the screen. Should you do it on a bigger camera or any other device? So like Gurudev said, you just need one tool, which is your phone, and that should be your Brahmastra for recording the videos, right? So before I get into the details of video creation, what I'm going to talk about is 4 things which are very important. One is your script or your material or content, what you want to talk about. So I recommend that you should think about something which is a 5 to 7 minute videos for any of your content, because that's been a research done on YouTube that people do not watch more longer videos. They just stick to 2 to 5 minutes videos and they look for something like very important. If the hook of your video is not okay, like the first 8 seconds of your video is not okay, not hooking them on the video, then I think you've lost the person who is looking at of the video. So your script is important. So how do you create a script? I'm going to talk about that as well. The second thing is the tools. What are you going to use? There are 3 basic tools. One is your camera, other is your ring light or the light, natural light, what you have. And the third is your phone stand, right? And then other thing is the way you present yourself in terms of attire. Like, how are you presenting yourself? Are you wearing a business casuals, or are you wearing a very normal t-shirt? So it tells the prospect who is looking at your video how serious about the topic you are and how casual about the topic you are. So it's very important for you to wear a good attire so that you feel good when you talk to someone, right? So these are the prerequisites about what you want to create as a video. I'm going to quickly jump on video scripting. How many of you have completed your PQRR? Just raise your hand on the. How many of you completed PQRR? All PQRR completed? Good. Okay, next is, how many of you done with the content metrics? 100 content ready?
I'm not done with my PQRR.
Okay, so I'll talk about
see, I'm not very clear about that R. The last R results, I'm not very clear about it.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to talk about that, why it is important, right? PQRR is important for your content. How many of you have done with your 100 contents? How many of you have 100 content ready? No. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
not yet.
Okay. Now, see, this is the reason you all are struggling with creating videos and thinking about why you're not able to create videos. So I'll tell you the process which I follow, which helped me a lot in creating videos, right? In creating scripts, in thinking about what I need to talk about. So what I did, I created 10 PQRRs. Now 10 problems I thought about my micro niche. So your life guide is important for your PQRR. You have to think about 10 problems, what exactly the problems your prospect clients are expecting or going through, right? For each problem, you should have at least 2 to 3 questions. Like, for example, if I say communication is a problem for my prospects, right? Now, what questions regarding communication people will ask? Like, I am scared of speaking in front of 5 people. How do I develop my communication skills? And what if I say something, people start laughing? These are very common questions people ask. Now, this is problem communication. The questions are ready with you. Now the roadblocks are, I am scared, I am introvert, I don't like to be judged by other people. Now these are the roadblocks. People are not initiating communication. So that's the problem, right? And what are the results you want to focus on is you become a confident speaker, you become a public speaker, you are taking part in discussions. So this is your PQRR. Now what I do, I start with the questions first. Whenever I say to start my video, I said, are you struggling with speaking in front of 100 people, 5 people, 10 people? Do you have these questions that what people will say if I make a mistake? Now that is a hook that everyone who is looking at my video says, yes, this is my problem. I am actually going through this. And that's how people stick to your video the entire time. So PQRR is very important for you to create your content. I guarantee that if you write at least minimum 10 problems and 2 questions for each problem, you will have a lot of information about. So okay, your niche is yoga, right? So what problems people have what are you trying to solve? That's the question, right? What problems you're trying to solve? You have to write all the problems. And whatever niche it may be, there are problems, there are questions which people have which are limiting them to do that. Like, for example, if you ask me about yoga, I would say, okay, what are the benefits of yoga? What will I get when I do yoga? These are the 2 questions. Now, what are the roadblocks? I'm not able to get up in the morning. I don't have time. I am not sure whether I'm able to do it or not. Now, these are the roadblocks. Now, what are the results? I'll get flexibility. I'll get healthy life. I'll get a breathing pattern very well, right? So develop if I do yoga. So these are some examples. You can start creating the videos according to your niche, right? You asked about yoga. I give you a simple example about yoga. So you have to write your PQRR first. That's your first task. The next is you have to write your 100 content. Umesh gave a lot of information about how you can create a content. What I did, I created my 100 content and I am ready with all my content. I did a research where I had struggled in terms of how do I find what are the industry standards about that particular content. So you have to research about the industry standards, statistics, what are the common belief, what are the older ways and newer ways of your particular content. And then you think about how you want to create that content matrix. The third question I want to ask about is, how many of you have answered the question, why people buy? Umesh shared a document, why people buy. How many of you answered all the questions? How many of you answer all the questions? See, this is what I'm talking about. It's a process. You cannot drive a vehicle if a puncture is there in the tire, right? So this is a puncture in your process, right? You have to understand that this particular process is designed in such a way that you have to follow it. If you don't follow it, you will definitely be stuck. So go back to the learning hub, go back to all the sessions, spend some time, spend a weekend understanding what all things was discussed, and create your PQRR, create your content matrix, and create your why people buy. When you write why people buy, trust me, you will understand what you need to speak. And it just comes like that only. You don't have to think about what will I say, what will I not say. So this is about scripting. You have to work on these 3 components and you will get all your scripts ready for your videos, right? The second thing I'm going to talk about is the recordings, right? So now the script is ready. What do you need for recording? For recording, you need 3 tools. Like I said, I use my phone. I use this stand, if you're able to see. This is a stand I use, and this is a ring light I'm using. So these 3 tools you can use to record anywhere in wherever you are, right? So one of the important thing which I'm going to talk about is in the phone, most of the phone has portrait video functionality. If you don't know, just go in your phone and check portrait video functionality, right? And you should record in that portrait video functionality. Now, what happens in portrait video functionality? You are highlighted and the background is blurred. So that gives you what you can say, a imitation of a good background. You don't have to worry about green screen. You don't have to worry about what is in the back. You don't have to worry about whether there is a clothes lying there. What is a background? Don't have to worry about that. Just start your phone. Your phone has a portrait mode. You start recording and just sit in front of the camera and just look at the, when you record, right, you have to look at the camera. Don't look at the screen. This is very important. When you record looking at the camera. This is the small camera icon everyone has. Look at the camera, don't look at the screen. Because when you look at the camera, people will feel that you are talking to them, right? So please keep this in mind whenever you are recording. Look at the camera in your phone, right? Now your background is important, your attire is important. I'm just, what about if I having board and you have, what is that? Okay, if you have to write, I think it's fine. Then see, the thing is, if you have a background which you want to use as a board, use a normal mode of a phone, right? Or you have a good camera, use a good camera. If you have a phone, good, use a stand, use a tripod, keep a phone on a good distance so that you have a background. Your background is covered with your board. You are standing in one corner of the board and then you are explaining whatever you want to talk about. You don't cover the entire board and stand in the middle. Never do that. Stand in the corner and then you do. While recording, should I change the setting as portrait in the camera setting? Before recording, you can change a portrait video mode and then you stand. So what you can do, there's another setting in the camera which gives you grids. So add 4 grids and stand in the middle of the camera. You do a selfie camera, don't do a back camera. Okay, do a selfie camera and do a grid and stand in the middle of the grid. That's why you suggest a mic for iPhone 13, 14. You don't need a mic for iPhone 13. I don't use a mic. Have you heard my videos? I have never used a mic. If you are at 1 feet of distance from your camera, you don't need a mic. If you're standing for a long distance, you can buy a Boya mic. There's a Boya mic available, very cheap, 300, 400 rupees on Amazon. I have it. I don't know where it is, but I have it. I never use it. I thought noise reduction can be done using software Ganga. I can show you how I do noise reduction. Yeah. Like Ravdeep, like I said, you don't need a mic for iPhone. Is like a good phone. I mean, it's like a high-end phone. You don't need a if you need a socket, there is a extension which you get from iPhone C type to your 3.5mm jack. You can connect that. It's available. I can share the link with you later on once I'm done with the work. Okay, so let's get into the practical thing. What I will do is, okay. Yeah, converters are available, Ravdeep. I will send the converter details to you later on. So let me just get into it. So what I want you to do is, what I do is I'm using a professional software which I purchased, which is like 1,200 rupees per month. It's a subscription-based application, right? But I will do the editing on Canva first, just to let you, get a feel of how free software has a limitation of what exactly you can do with Canva. And then I will move to my software, which I use, which is Adobe Premiere Pro. And what I do is, it's very, very, KineMaster is also good, but it has a drawback of a KineMaster logo. It just add a watermark to your videos, which I don't like. So I don't use KineMaster as such. But you know what? You have Windows Media Maker, Video Maker on Windows laptop, which is free. And yeah, if you want to buy a subscription, why don't you go for a better software, Ravdeep? KineMaster is okay, but if you want to buy if you're ready for subscription, why don't you go for 1,200 rupees Adobe Premiere Pro? I'll show you how I do it. It's a simplest software which is very, very, very easy to use. And Ganga, I told you that I use noise reductions to do that in my videos. So let me quickly share my screen. Share my screen. So this is a Canva page, right? You have a template which is available, right? You can go to home. You can either search for video. You can get a video, right? And you can start creating a video immediately, right? So you should have a video recorded. There is a limit for Canva. You cannot upload a video more than 2 GB. So you can either grab any of the template which is available, or you can create your own blank video. I use usually blank video because I have a video already available, right? So then you can upload a video, right? When you upload a video, it's basically uploading the video from your system where we've put your recordings. So I'm gonna do this. I use Canva a lot. This is, I think, already available. Okay, so can you see the view? I have a portrait mode.
You have a mission.
I have a portrait mode on, a light, that's it. And I have an attire, which is my blazer, and I'm sitting in center of the camera, right? So you can adjust this video size, right? Now you see the video, how I start.
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself?
Can you hear the voice?
Do you have a mission, plan, or vision on how you can grow yourself? Have you ever planned your
Can you hear the voice? Okay, sound okay, cool. So see how I started my video with a question, right? Do you have a vision or a mission? That's my PQRR question. And I start my videos like that.
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself?
Look at my eyes. I'm looking at the camera, not at the screen. So this is also very important when you record a video.
Are you dedicated at your workplace to make sure you have a consistent growth at your workplace? And do you design your goals based on your mission and vision? So today I'm going to talk about something very important, and the first step of growth and success is mission and vision. Sometimes I talk to
the other thing what I've gained here is, like, with the practice and with the script, what I do is I record a video in one take. Now I'm sure that most of you will be struggling with recording the video in one take. And what usually you do is you start speaking and you make a mistake and you stop the video. Don't do that. Let the video be continued, right? Don't stop it in the middle. You can say cut there so that whenever you're editing, you cut that. But make sure you do one single video, because that is easy for you to edit later on, right? So create one single video, and whenever you say make a mistake, you say cut there, and then repeat whatever you want to say in the right way. It's not a problem. Nobody's going to see once the video is out. They're going to see the right message only. Yes, pause and continue. Yes, exactly. Pause and continue. It's very easy, right? Make sure you do a video in one take itself. I make mistake. I just stop. I say cut, and I repeat that again. And it is very easy for me to edit the videos, right? Have you combined? No. So no. No, what I do, so again, I have a question which is pointing towards my content matrix. Now my content matrix has different, what you can say, sections of content, right? So I ask the questions related to that content. For example, if I say mission and vision, do you have a mission and vision? That's my content. Now around that, I build up a story or questions that people struggle or they don't have mission and vision. So that's coming randomly. So the reason why this PQRR is important, because that is your story. Nobody can speak very comfortably apart from you about your story. So it should not be something built up, right? And it'll look fake. Unless you know what you need to speak about, don't make a video. Just think about it. So what I really do is, no, I don't write the content. Initially, you might need to write a content, and it is okay to read it and speak it, and then read it and speak it in one video, because the time which you read and again speak, you can cut in the editing video while you're editing the video. Exactly. People are curious to listen to stories, right? So think about your stories and relate to your PQRR. For example, if I say that I have communication fear, I tell about one story about I have been to my daughter's school where I was supposed to read a story, but I was scared. I was scared to shit. And I say that story every time when I talk about my public speaking fear. So that's a story, people relate to it, right? So simple example. So for example, if you want to, if you made a mistake here.
People, I ask them, what's your mission? What's your vision? And they talk about, oh, I want to grow like a
See, I made a mistake here.
make
See, I repeated it here again, right? I give you a
mission and vision. Sometimes I talk to people, I ask them, what's your mission? What's your vision? And they talk about, oh, I want to grow like a, oh, I want to make a lot of money.
Did you see I made a mistake there? Right? So what I'll do is I'll cut here and I will cut it here.
Like a, people, I ask them, what's your mission? What's your vision? And they talk about, oh,
so here O is my split. So right click and split, and then you can play it from here again.
I want to grow like a, oh,
and then this is my O next.
I want to grow like a,
I split it here and I delete my mistake, right?
your mission? What's your vision? And they talk about, oh, I want to make a lot of money.
So now O is twice. So that's how you can reduce it from here.
Well, I ask them, what's your mission? What's your vision? Oh, I want to make a lot of money.
Fix it. So that's how you can fix your mistake. Did you see it was very easy for you to remove the things which you don't like or which you think that it's your mistake? You have to be absolutely precise in cutting that particular, things, right? So now,
Or I want to be a successful person. Or I want to achieve
yes, it's in
success
Canva
and I
only.
want to reach a management level. And I think, and I thought, and I was thinking to myself, and I was talking to myself, and I said,
See, there are 2 times I've said it again, right?
I think, and I thought, reach a management level. And I think, and I thought,
I think and I thought. So think, I want to remove that I think.
level.
I want to cut here, split page.
I think, and I thought,
It's real. It's real. I don't have a virtual background here in the video. Today in the Zoom session, it's a virtual background.
and I think, and I thought, and I
Now, if you feel that this is too close, then you can, then you can click here, right, and then slide wherever you want to cut, right.
I think, and
Now this is where I want to cut, right? So I just split page. I want to remove that I think part, and I want to say only I thought, right?
level. I thought, and I was thinking to myself, and I was talking to myself, and I said,
yes, it's based on timing which I want to cut. So, for example, if you're speaking and you made a mistake, just take a pause and then repeat whatever you want to say again, right?
Are these mission or vision? Are these goals? Think about it, evaluate yourself. What are your goals? Let me give you an example.
See, now here I'm starting a story or something like that, right?
A vision is your surrounding, how you want your surrounding to be.
And also, I mean, voice modulation and things, I'm speaking very slowly. That's the reason, people can understand what I'm trying to say, what my emotions are. If you just try to finish it fast, it won't work, right? So this video is almost 4 minutes, 43 seconds. Now I will cut it short and it'll somewhere be around 4 minutes. That is it. But my message is important. What I'm trying to tell them is you should have a mission and vision if you want to succeed in life or career. That's my video here. Now I'm going to show you one more thing. For example, if I say
road for next 10 years.
Now let me add some graphics to it.
Do you have a mission or vision on?
If we need any pic or another video. Another video is not possible in Canva. If you need to purchase, no, it won't take time to learn Adobe Premiere Pro. Absolutely not. I will show that to you as well, but I'm just going to show you one thing here. And I'm going to, two things here on Canva, how to edit. So editing is okay for you guys. Any questions where you want to cut, how you want to do it. So recording is important. Editing, when you do editing, it's basically about where you want to cut, where you want to mix. One more thing I want to talk about is transitions. So when you cut here, right, and you click here, add a transition, it adds this particular transition. So it dissolves, right? So I'll show you what it does. So
sometimes I talk to people and I ask them,
this.
what's your mission? What's your vision? And I want to make a lot of money.
See, now you can change this transition to any transition you want, like this, or this, or this, or this, or this. Any transition you can do. Right? I usually do dissolve, and duration, if I want to keep a little less, then it works as well for me. But then I think this transition is important. If you don't want a cut in the video, you can add transitions.
And they talk, I want to make a lot of money.
Right? So, okay, mobile, I don't do on mobile, Manjunath. I feel comfortable using, no, I'm not using paid version of Canva. It is free version of Canva. So it is a free version of Canva. I don't use paid version of Canva. See, it's a free version of Canva. Right? So you can add transitions to your video where you feel that there is a cut. Transition, right? Okay. So for example, this is a cut. You have cut here, right? You have cut the video here, but the cut, the move, the clip from clip one is this and clip two is this. When the cursor move from clip one to clip two, it's a cut. But if you want to do a smooth transition that it should not feel like a cut, then you add a transition here. For example, if you click on this plus button and you see here, there is an arrow here. It says add transition. You can click here and then you can see these transitions. Let me do a slide transition here. I don't know how it works, but let's see.
Yes, and I want to reach a management level. And I was thinking to myself,
See?
and I was
Yes, it does. It saves all your features. It is safe. Video filter is I don't know whether this has a video filter, but you can see here. Oh, sorry, my bad. I don't know if there is a video filter here. There's only one transparency, and then you can add, some of the color grading here. That's it. I don't think so. You have any other filter here. So Canva is a free version, right? It's limited. If you go to Adobe Premiere Pro, you can add color grading. You can add a lot of things on Adobe Premiere. Yes, you can record in laptop as well. Why not? But then if you want to record in laptop, right, I'll give you a tip. If you want to record in laptop, do a MS Team recording. So set up a meeting. You must be having Microsoft Teams, or you might be having Zoom, or you might be having Google Meet, right? Set up a call with yourself for an hour and record a video using a virtual background. Just talk to the laptop. I think that should be also okay. You don't need a camera and a virtual background or this kind of background which I have. This is something which is my phone background. I have a phone which is Samsung phone, and that phone works. What are you asking? What is it? Why for? Sorry. You can record on video or laptop, but you might not get a right background. Right? What is OBS? Purushottam? I am not sure what is OBS. How to display pointers on screen, what we are discussing in the video. No, I'm not aware about OBS. I am aware about Adobe Premiere Pro. And there is a free software in Mac, which is iMovie. Initially, I used iMovie for editing my videos. That is the best free software I've ever seen. But now when I thought that I should add more elements to my videos, like, some cinematic look. So I did a YouTube video learning, and while I was looking at the YouTube video, I started editing my video. So that's how I learned. So Sonu, to your questions, Adobe Premiere Pro is not that hard. If you want to stick to basics and good video editing, I think you should, invest in that. I think, see, if you're doing a business, you have to do an investment somewhere. We've been doing investment like a crazy investment till today, right? So I think this $100-$1,200 a month is not a big investment for you. So you can get a student license for Adobe Premiere Pro and start editing the video, right? So I'm going to show you one more thing here, two actually here in Canva. One is you can add text to Canva, right? For example, here I'm saying,
do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow this?
Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to split this and add this text. And I'm going to animate it, and I'm going to slide it, right? So what this will do is,
do you have a
I'll go to this animation, and the direction is this animation. I can do anything like this.
Do you have a mission or?
Now, if I want to add a vision here, I can split it here and I can add same text here and I say, and I can say vision. Oops. I can say vision here.
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself?
Does it sound good? Was it helpful? Right? So you have to think about where you want to add text at what timings. Timings are very important for you to add it here, right? And then you cut that particular piece of that particular clip and add a text. Texts are very easy, very easy. What you can also do is you can add audio to your right. So there are, for example, this is a free audio. Let me add this. Now my audio is added. I'm just making sure that the volume of the audio is a little not overpowering. And then now you see.
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself? Have you ever planned your growth for next 10 years? Are you dedicated at your workplace to make sure you have a consistent growth?
Make sure whenever you add audio, the audio is not overpowering your voice. Okay.
Step of growth and success is mission and vision. Sometimes I talk to people, I ask them, what's your mission?
This video
What's
is
your
ready.
vision?
I don't have to do anything here. This video is ready for, can we reduce the sound? Yes, we can reduce the sound. You can click on the sound and you can click here and then you can make a little lesser or whatever. You can reduce the sound. Okay. How to change background? I don't think so. You can change background here because if you click here and if I add this, for example, the background is gone. The video is gone. Right. So in this, you cannot change the background. Okay. So for example, if you want to insert a video or a photo, right? So for example, if I want to add images and images 6 days a week, just click and add, and then you animate it. Yes, Upendra, I will talk about uploading videos on YouTube as well. Just give me 1 second. Screen is not visible. Is my screen is not visible?
We can see the screen.
Yeah. So for example, if I'm adding this image, right, you can add the image, you can flip the image, whatever you want to do, you can crop the image, right? You can edit the image. When you edit the image, you can adjust the color of that image, what exactly you want to do. You want to add a little brightness or you want to add a little contrast, whatever you want to do that. And then when you play this,
Grow yourself.
so this
Have you
image is
ever planned your
Can you try rejoining Chalaka? I don't know. Like we see TV, in TV, one person talks in first half of the screen and then pause in the second person. Side by side frames, Sridhar, are you talking about? I don't think so. In Canva, you have that functionality side by side. But you can add as many images. For example, I want this image till here only. I can just right click, split, and I can remove this image from here. And I can add, for example, expert secrets here. So I will. So you can add as many photos you want. And for example, if I want to remove expert secrets from here and I want to add 22 immutable laws, I can add it here. Yes, you can make it full screen also. So you can make it full screen also. Whatever it may be. Right? So you know how to edit a video. I will recommend that you record a video in one take, cut wherever you want to cut it, edit it, add text to wherever you want to add it. Make sure you have a timing associated with your text, and you can add a video and you can add an audio. Make sure you adjust the audio level so that you don't overpower your voice, right? Whenever you record video, make sure you sit in the center of the whatever device you're using, right? Let me show you what I do with Adobe Premiere Pro, okay? Because that is, I am extremely. Yes, I'm going to talk about a cover page once I'm done with the video editing show, right? Yes, I will talk about that. So this is my content calendar on my screen. So okay, Adobe Premiere Pro, right? So let me open a new project. Okay, video, right? I'm going to open the same video which I edited just now. I'm going to show you how I do it. It's extremely, so this screen is a little overwhelming, right? But don't be worried about the screen. You just have to be at two places, three actually: audio, editing, and effects. Okay. You should, whenever you log in, you should click on editing and right click, or you can double click here, import media to start. You can take the same video. It is Adobe Premiere Pro, Naveen. Premiere Pro CC, you can see, right? I'm importing the same video here. Okay. Now you can grab and put the video on the timeline. This is the only thing you need to do, right? I have to change the preferences because I have my external speakers. Okay. So now,
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself?
so if it is open source, I think you can start using it, Purushottam. I think you might need some time to learn it on YouTube, but I think if it is free and if it's open source, I would recommend everyone to start using OBS. But what I use is this. This is something very easy for me, right?
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself? Have you ever planned your growth for next 10 years? Are you dedicated at your workplace to make sure you have a consistent growth at your workplace? And do you design your goals based on your mission and vision? So today I'm going to talk about something very important, and the first step of growth and success is mission and vision. Well, I asked them, what's your mission? What's your vision? And they talk about, oh, I want to grow like.
So this is the piece which I was looking at.
Would be a vision is where you can see. I want from
Yes,
themselves
you can change the background
to
here.
be
Not here,
happy in the world.
but for that you need a green screen. If you want to change the background here, you need a green screen.
Ajinkya, you're on mute now.
I'm on mute.
Is it?
No.
Green screen. I saw many videos on that green screen, but I never understood what is used for.
You can hear me, right, guys?
Yeah. Clear.
Yeah. So for changing the background, right, you need a green screen.
Okay, sir.
Right? I can show you that how you can do that. I actually tried earlier with a green screen as well because I wanted to test it. Right.
Okay.
I bought a green screen. I recorded a test video and I tried it, but trust me, it's of no use. If you have a phone, that's the best thing you can do. You don't have to get into any technicality of what your background is. Just sit at one place which you think a background is good and start recording your videos.
By removing
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to quickly
mission or vision is your surrounding. What's your mission? What's your vision? And they talk about, oh, I want to grow like a oh, I want to make.
see, I made a mistake here, right? So what I do is, it's very easy.
Sometimes I talk to people, I ask them, what's your mission? What's your vision? And they talk about, oh, I want
So, oh, right. So in this Adobe Premiere Pro, you can go frame by frame. So wherever you feel that you've made a mistake, just use this razor tool, click, and it is
oh,
cut.
I want to go.
And then you can select and delete, and you can just pull it back.
And they talk about like oh, I want to make a lot of.
So you can just click and remove.
Some vision, and they talk about, oh, I want to make a lot of money.
See, this is very easy.
Or I want to be a successful person. Or I want to achieve success and I want to reach a management level. And I think, and I thought, and I was.
So I think and I thought, right? This is one of the mistake I made. So.
And I think, and
so you can see there's a lot of space here. Just click the razor tool, click here, done. Delete.
Achieve success and I want to reach a management level. I think, and I thought.
Sir, before posting, can we speed the video?
What? Sorry?
Can we increase the speed while we are posting?
Why do you want to increase the speed while you want to post?
Because initially when we record now, we speak very slowly so that to decrease the time.
It's okay. I think if you speak slowly, it's better. If you speak faster, that is something like you're listening to an audio in a 1.5x speed. Why do you want to do that? You see the way I'm speaking. I'm speaking very slow.
I was thinking to myself, and I was talking to myself, and I said, are these mission or vision?
You see how slowly I'm speaking. The slow you speak, it's very important for you to make sure people understand and absorb that particular information which you're trying to say. If you speak very fast, they might miss some information, which is something not valuable for them. They will lose track and they will move out of your video.
Right, sir.
So just make sure you speak slowly and very, from, I don't know whether you remember when Gurudev told us about voice modulation from where he speaks, right? From the stomach. So you have to get that habit of, speaking from within, and that voice modulation, slowly speak, very calm, because you are just trying to see. Even if you've seen seen Dan Locke's video, he says that whenever you are recording a video, talk to yourself 20 years or 10 years back. Like, think about you talking to yourself when you were 20 years back, right? Your past. You want to tell yourself that what you need to do to grow yourself, right? So think about it, and that's how you need to do. Sometimes whatever you are telling, it comes on screen in writing. Okay. Yes, Sandeep, I will show that to you right now. But do you understand how to cut this?
Reach a management level.
It's very easy. Just use the razor tool, cut. For example, I'm just gonna cut this time here, and I'm gonna delete it because this is too long break.
Yes.
Right here, this is a too long break, so I'm just gonna cut it here and cut it here and delete it. That's it. This is very, very easy.
Yes, it is.
Are these mission or vision?
See, this is a long break. So you can cut and do it, right? So for example, if I want to add,
Do you have a mission or vision?
okay, so mission and vision, I'm going to add, okay, quickly. So in this, in Adobe Premiere Pro, you have templates available. You don't have to worry about how you need to add things or why you need to add things, right? So you just drag and drop it here.
Vision on how
Mission, and I'm going to add the same. You can press Control and copy, and then you can say you can go to effects, editing, sorry, and when you go to editing, sorry, effects, you see the effects related to these two components, right? So mission. So when you say mission scale, if I increase this, the size of mission will increase. Right. So position is this particular thing is you move it to right or left, up and down, right or left, right? This is mission, right? If you look at vision,
how you can
the vision is coming here. Now vision, I'm going to bring it a little down. I'm going to make a little big. Okay. Bring it a little down. Okay. Now this, I'm going to change it to mission, and this is vision. Now I'm going to set the timing for these two, that first this particular thing should come.
Vision on how you can grow it.
So vision and mission, right? So
mission or vision on how you can you have a mission.
see, timing is important.
Okay.
When I say mission, the word mission.
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself?
Does that answer your question? How do you add your text? Okay. The other thing is, I want to talk about the noise reduction Ganga asked, right? So if I go here and if I go to audio, right, you see the audio here, right? So audio one is my voice. Now what I do is I go here, I click, and I go noise reduction and denoise. That's it. Right? Now you hear the voice, how it works.
Do you have a mission or vision?
Right? And if I close this or if I remove this,
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself? Have you ever planned?
now let me show you what I do to enhance my voice, right? So first thing I do is I add a multi-band composer. This is a little technical, but it's good for you to know.
Your growth for next 10 years? Are you dedicated at your workplace to
And the
make
last
sure
one I add
you
is
have a
reverb.
consistent growth at your workplace? And do you design your goals based on your mission and vision? So today I'm going to talk about something very important, and the first step of growth is
Now you see how my voice is enhanced, right? So I added a denoiser, which is removing my background noise. All of the background noise gets removed. You do not have to worry about anything. But if it is doing a lot of reduction, you have to go and just say light noise reduction. Yes, I'm going to show that to you once again. So this is the audio. You have to go to audio tab here. You have to go to audio tab here. Okay. And then from the drop down, there is an arrow which is available here. Can you see the arrow? When you open the arrow, you see the options here. Then you click this arrow, you add all of these options here. If you want to add a compressor, for this you need a lot of technical understanding. Why you need a compressor, why you need an equalizer, why you need a noise reduction. But basically, you just need denoiser, which is this, to remove background noise. You need a little reverb to make sure your sound is a little good to listen. And you need a compressor to make sure you do not overdo your voice of a certain threshold. For example, even if people increase their volume from a headphones, it will not harm their hearing, or it will not be harsh to them because you've applied a compressor. This is a basic 3 important aspect of compressor, right? So compressor will help you making sure that the voice is absolutely on a threshold. It will not be very loud or very distorted or very, up and down. It will be at a specific threshold only. Yes, they have a lot of functionalities and very easy. And I have been working on music since 2002, so I know everything about this. So I use it very easily. Now, if you want to add an equalizer and if you want to add a bass to your voice, like now you can listen to this.
Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself? Have you ever planned your growth for next
Now
10
you see
years?
my voice is becoming very
Are you dedicated at your workplace to make sure you have a consistent growth at your workplace? And do you design your goals based on your mission and vision?
See, that's how it works. So you can add a lot of information here in terms of audio. In case if any noise coming other than our voice, also it is removed. Yes, yes, it can be removed. Yes, Naveen, it works like that only. You can have as many tracks as you want. I can show that to you. So for example, if I want to add a background music to this video, right? I have a whole background music. Okay, I'm just gonna put this audio here. Okay. Now this is the background audio. Yes, I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I'm gonna show that to you. How I'm gonna put it, but I'm not gonna upload it. I'm just gonna add it to the YouTube because I'm gonna later delete it because I have not edited it yet properly, because I have to add a lot of information here. Like I add a subscribe button, then I add a. I want to show you one more thing. What I do here is very important and very interesting, and I like it a lot. So this is a color mat, right? So here you go right click and say new item, and you say color mat. Okay, you say okay here. You say black here. And you say okay here, right? You say color mat. This gets added to your sequence. You add to this timeline, okay? Now you'll see what happens to my video when I use this color mat, okay? Now I have 2 color mats here, okay? You can see that, right? Now I go to effects and I say crop, okay? And I'm gonna crop my color match here. I'm gonna crop this color match here. Look at it carefully, okay? I'm gonna do a bottom of 90% and a top of 90%, okay? Now you see the black bar added here. This is called cinematic bar, okay?
Do you have a mission or vision?
Now I go and reduce the volume of A2.
On how you can grow yourself? Have you ever planned your growth for next 10 years? Do you have a mission or vision on how you can grow yourself? Have you ever planned your growth for next 10 years? Are you
Okay. Now, so you can add this color match here. This is very, very impressive, very, very professional. It is very helpful for you to, build a good impression of how you can, upload the video on YouTube, right? Yes, cinematic scope, cinematic mode, correct, Manjunath. Okay, so you add this video here. I'm just gonna add one more audio to finish it. Finish it. Okay. Now I have two audio for my entire video. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is where my audio is meeting, right? I'm just gonna make sure that I add a little faders so that it doesn't sound abrupt. Okay, so my audio is finishing here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it quickly here, right? I'm gonna delete this from here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna so a little ahead. I'm just gonna do it, delete it, right? And I'm gonna make sure that this whenever the sound is going down, this sound comes up, right? So okay. So what this does is this is very important to understand about what faders are. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do level as -55, right? Because this is gonna start and then we're just gonna do this as 0. So what this will do is the sound 1 will go down and the sound 2 will slowly come up. Okay.
think that's those tasks to achieve your goals? I think that's your framework of success. So make sure you sit down, you close your eyes, think about your vision, your mission, and your goals of your success. It could be anything. So
please explain voiceover video where we show some images, but we do only voiceover. What do you mean by that, Sridhar? Can you speak? Can you unmute yourself and speak?
Yeah. So Ajinkya, we see some videos, no, where like the person is speaking and like some images we show, but it's not video of ourselves. We show some related images and then we start speaking like voiceover.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you again. See, I don't want to be imitating someone, but let me give you a bonus of how you can do it without even your voice. Would that be okay?
No. No, we give the voice and the video won't be like our image. So we just
I did that initially. So I never used my voice itself there. What I used artificial intelligence to create that.
Oh. Okay.
So you don't even have to worry about your voice. Just put a text and it will generate the audio for you. You just plug that audio.
For you.
Yeah, and you can just use Canva for that. You don't need anything.
Okay, great.
Okay. I will show that to you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is done.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this is done, for example, right? So this video is, for example, ready. Let me show you how I create a thumbnail. Okay, you all must be thinking about how I create thumbnail. So thumbnail, I think there are 3 things very important for us to create thumbnails. One, you should have your photograph, right? Your photograph is very important. If you have not done a photo shoot, go ahead and do a good photo shoot. I did all my photo shoot at home. I have not done any of my photo shoot anywhere. Okay. Now what you need is you need a background remover for an image. Okay, it's a free tool. Okay, remove.bg, it's a free tool. You can do as many image for removing the background. Okay, now what I do is I upload an image. I've created a what did it say? Video raw and thumbnail raw. So these are all my images which I've clicked at home. Okay, now I'm just going to use this one. Okay, this is my image. I open it, I upload it here, and what it does, it removes the background and it gives you the image. So can you download that image? Keep that image ready with you. Okay, now you go to home, right? You click on search, you click thumbnail, YouTube thumbnail. Okay, this will give you a right amount or right measurement or dimension of how a thumbnail needs to be. You can go and select any of the thumbnail you want to use as a template. Okay. Okay, you can use any of the tool, any of the template if you want to. What I do is I actually do a very simple construction of a thumbnail. First thing I do is I upload the video image which I downloaded after removing the background. Okay, so I go to downloads and I do this, and first image. Okay, so this is my image which I removed. Okay, so what I do, I go to background and my favorite background is this. Okay, and I add this. Okay, now this is my image. Okay, now for example, if I say that I'm talking about mission and vision, right? Now the most important thing of your thumbnail is what message you're putting on the thumbnail, right? If you see, I have like how to learn more money while you're sleeping. This is something very common, but recently I've started putting thumbnail which are very antagonizing. I would rather say. So I am. If you looked at the video, I said about mission and vision, right? So what I do is I would ask that. Do you have this element of success, right? And I just minimize this to a certain level where I think that this is okay. Okay, if you want, you can do this right now as well. If you have an image, you can do it. So this is how I do it. And then what I do next is very important. Click on your image, go to edit and click on shadows, go to glow, click on these three lines, change the background to white. Okay, make a little blurry, remove the, oops, 1 second, I will do it again. Edit the image, okay. White. 1 second, let me do that again for you, okay. Add an image, bring this to front. Click here, edit image on Canva. Okay, go to shadow, go on glow. Okay, change the background to white, remove the blur, increase the transparency to 100%, and size should be somewhere around that much that it just highlights your as a background. Okay, and apply to it. Now, this is your image, but you again edit this image and go to glow, change this to white. Now the blur should be more. Now the blur should be more. The blur should be more, right? The transparency should be more and the size should be more. Now this is giving a more highlight to my image. Okay, and I say apply. Is this helpful? 3 simple steps. Just think about the message you want to talk about, what you want to say. See, you cannot just say 5 tips for success. People will not look at it. You have to ask the question that people will say, oh, what is that element I'm missing? Do I have it, or should I look at it? What is this element of success is he talking about? That is the magnet. The thumbnail acts as a magnet, right? So you have to think about what message you want to put on your thumbnail, so that people will be like, your thumbnail acts as a most important thing of a video on your YouTube. You don't have to add this thumbnail in a video, Naveen. You don't have to add this thumbnail in the video. I'll show you how to do it. Okay. Now this thumbnail is ready. Okay. Now what I do is I download this and keep it ready. Okay. Now this gets downloaded. It is free. Now what I do, I go to my YouTube. So this is YouTube Studio. You must be aware of YouTube Studio. That's how you should upload your videos on YouTube, right? So create a video. Okay. Now one tip again, if you want to know how you can make sure that your videos are ranking on Google, or whenever people are searching some search strings, make sure you add a TubeBuddy extension to your YouTube channel. You must have a TubeBuddy extension. Okay. Do you want me to show what exactly TubeBuddy extension is?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. So TubeBuddy.
Yeah, please.
Sure. So if you click on this, so it's a tool which helps you to understand what are the keywords you should use, what is the click magnet, how. So A/B testing is basically your thumbnail testing. It tests your thumbnail whether it will attract or not. Okay. It helps you in bulk processing. I'll show you what it does. Okay. Now let me show you how it helps. Right. So I create a video, I upload a video. This is a simple process. Everyone has to do it when they are uploading a video, right? I'm just gonna upload an old video which I've recently uploaded. Okay. So self-development. Okay. That is my video. Now, once, I'm not sure whether you guys are doing this or not. I already have all these details pre-filled in my video, like the description, my okay, no worries. Ganga, I'll share the link with you. The taglines which I'm always going to use, if I want to change, I can change that, right? And my social media handles, everything is pre-defined in the description. Okay, so there is a way you can do this. This is very easy for you to, don't think about anything, just create a video, and then this will automatically start getting updated, right? So for example, if I say what is my message? Now, if I don't know what my message is, okay, what my title should be, what should I do? I go to TubeBuddy. This is TubeBuddy tool. I go to Keyword Explorer. Okay. And I say, this is the important element of success, and explore and see how good this particular text will work. Is it excellent? What is the score analysis? So this is excellent. The search volume is high. The competition is medium. The optimization is good. It searches somewhere around 12.12 2 million searches of this particular text string. So this is good for me. This is the best title I can use for my YouTube video. Does that help?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So now what you do is you take the same title and add it here. Okay. Does that sound okay? Now what you do is to make sure that you have a greater SEO. Now SEO is something, search engine optimizer. Okay. Now what you do is you remove all this. This is not required. You can just copy and paste it here. Okay. Now let me show you what I am talking about. Okay? I don't know. I will delete this later on. No worries. So this is a video where you will learn a lot. Okay. This is a description I've put. Remember, the title is different. The description is different. Okay. Now in the thumbnail, you click this upload thumbnail, go to downloads, and add the thumbnail which you recently created. Okay. And select a specific playlist which you want. I'm just going to put this into random. Okay. Then you add all details, whether this is made for kids or not. What are the tags? Now these tags are important. These tags are important for you to make sure that your video is searchable for other people apart from your people who are subscribed to your channel. So first thing you do is paste the title. First thing you do is paste the title. Okay, and then you add success, SUCCESS. What TubeBuddy does is it gives you suggestion of what is the highest ranking tag in the search string which you have searched. Now, if I say, for example, how to get success. So it gives you how to get success in life. To add all of these. These are the highest ranking tags in your specific search string. Okay. Now, for example, say career growth. Now this will give you career growth and development, career growth motivation. These are the highest search string which you can get in your in Google. If I say what you can say, salary hike, for example, right? Now salary hike, discussion with manager, whatever it may be, I will add them because these are the highest search strings on YouTube, right? And then you add this thing, and then you make sure that you add the recording date. I do that. It's very important for me to understand when was it recorded, where was it recorded. Okay. Yeah. And then you make sure the category is very important. If you're giving education, it must go to how to and style. This is very important because people in how to and style, like people will always search how to build this thing, how to get over communication, how to get over depression, how to get over stress, how do I manage this, how do I learn this. Everything goes under how to and style. So make sure you have this category. Okay. Now next, when you go here, this is also very important. What I do, this TubeBuddy allows you to create a template. You can use a template as is, but what I do, I use a previously created video where I add 3 different videos and a subscribe button. So people will be able to click on these 3 videos. One is best for viewer, another is most recent upload, and the third is the other video which I've already uploaded. And this is my subscribe button. Okay. Next thing I also add is I add 4 videos in one channel, a playlist for the end, which just comes. You must have seen YouTube video, which on the top right, it gives you a name, when you click on it, it just opens up a new window, right? So that is what this particular thing does. I'm just going to add this self-development is the key, and I move it here, and I do another, and I add it here, right? And I do it another, and I add this thing here, and I do another one, and so this will help people look at all the different videos which I want them to look at, and then I add a playlist. This communication and whatever playlist is something which I want them to look at, and then they will look at it, and I save it. Now my video is ready, okay, to be published. Excuse me. Now my video is ready to publish. You can schedule it to some specific time. You can analyze what time your audiences are available using analytics on the YouTube tab itself. I'll show you how to do that as well. Right, I'm just going to publish this. I'm not going to publish this. I'm just going to make this as private. Okay. I'm going to save this. Now this video is ready for everyone to look at. Okay.